Good afternoon, YouTube. I have another lawnmower that I found. This one's a little more beat up. It's a little older, but it's a Toro. That's got to count for something. I could get this to kind of sputter, but there's an issue going on, which I'll show you. Also, the deck kind of needs a little bit of a repair. So come with me. So you can tell you got an older Toro when the engine sits sideways on the frame. But this is a Super Pro Recycler 2. The deck is aluminum, but it's got some holes in it, so we'll have to address that. And another one there. The problem with this guy is the lever for the self-propelled. The cable's broken, and so when I try to start it, it tries to self-propel. Which tells me the self-propelled works, but it kind of makes it tough to start. In the garage, I have a spare upper half handlebar from a very similar Toro with good levers and cables. I'm going to try to put this on, see if it fixes the problem. The tank is bone dry. And it has way too much oil in it. What a surprise. If anyone's interested, this is a 1992. Take a look at that nasty air filter. That's pretty bad. Yuck. Taking off the back self-propelled cover. 2 bolts, 3/8. Out with the old and in with the new. Now we just got to switch all the cables and whatnot from my spare handlebar, actually from the old handlebar to my spare. And after a little bit of swearing and cursing and a lot of sweating, we got my spare handlebar and cables all hooked up. I may have to adjust the throttle a little bit, but at least it's on. Here we are, back together. I drained a little bit of the excess fuel out. It still has a little bit too much, but it should be better than it was, at least to hear it run. The choke sticks a little bit. I'll look at that another day. It's too hot today. I mainly just want to assess how this sounds, how it runs, and make sure all 3 gears on the self-propel work. So here we go. I put a little gas in it. We'll see if it starts. It spit out a whole bunch of oil from the muffler. I'm going to clean that up before I start it again. There's a little better shot of it. What a mess. So there is the old Toro. It quit smoking like I thought it probably would. I think it just had oil in the muffler. Made a huge mess. Probably irritated my neighbors. I do think this needs a carb clean. It started to rev after it got hot. And like I said before, the choke kind of sticks. So someday I'll take that cover off and take the carb off and clean it, lubricate all the linkages for the choke. The self-propelled mostly worked. It worked the best in first and second gear. So I'll keep an eye on that too. But another day when it's cooler and I'm not so hot, I'll give it a tune-up. Now that I know, I think it's fixable. So I'm going to call it quits today. Thanks for watching.